Hi, and welcome to my first vinyl record update. We recently done an introduction into the community, and I showed you some of my recent pickups, but this will be the first official one. And I just wanted to thank everybody in the community for being so nice and so supportive of my musical tastes. The last time I did a ton of classical and some instrumental, and I think I had one metal album, which was Red Fang, in there. This time it's going to be a little bit different. I don't have my music room set up yet. I'm still in the process of building it and getting everything where I need to be. So a lot of my picks, my recent finds, have been all put into like stacks of when they were bought. So these were actually mostly Christmas presents and stuff like that. So I thought I would show them to you guys. Hopefully in the near future, I'll have the record room set up and everything. But as for now, I'm going to be filming on the porch. So I guess you guys could say, "Oh, it was this porch years." Hashtag all the porch years. So anyway, to get right into it. The first record I had actually got, I had found these guys on Bandcamp and started talking with them. It was back when I was doing beer reviews a lot, which we'll be getting into sooner or later. But this is Godmaker, and this is their debut album. They released it on vinyl, and man, I was just blown away. The guys are really, really nice. Most of the time, they'll reply to you if you have any questions on the album, or maybe you just want to get an update from them. They're very, very responsive, and they're totally amazing guys. And a lot of the bands that they seem to travel in circles with are also really, really nice guys. I've done a couple of reviews for friends of theirs. So definitely check Godmaker out. Also, the record label they're on releases a lot of cool vinyl. It's called Aqualam Records, and they're really, really cool. So check them, both Godmaker and Aqualam Records, out for the skivvy on that. I got this. My wife, it was a little bit after Christmas. We had just started doing a lot of album reviews, and I was listening to a lot of these guys. It's going to be Dark Throne's album, Sardonic Wrath. This album is just an all-out black metal assault. It's just crazy, and I love everything that Dark Throne seems to put out, especially in the later years. I don't know what it is, but I just have this thing for Motorhead-inspired black metal. It's awesome, so that's very cool. Thirdly, I should say, my wife purchased this one at the same time she purchased the Dark Throne, and she gave me this, which would be Electric Wizard's Time to Die. This album is like one big epic funeral march, and in the metal community and in the vinyl community, Electric Wizard seems to be such a heavily collectible band, so it's definitely one to add to the collection, which very very happy about. Around the same time too, I happened to go out with my buddy Sam. Me and him, maybe like once a week or once every 2 weeks, we go out, we chill, hit the shops, and have a couple of beers. And I was at a local records shop. It's called Park Avenue CDs. These guys are awesome. They had a couple of punk records. This one is by a band named Stretch Marks. I've never seen anything by these guys before I actually picked up this record, and it was really, really good. It's an original, which was pretty awesome. I'm a big fan of just like really obscure punk bands. So actually, I'm a big fan of anything as long as it sounds good to me. Sometimes even if it's abrasive and not sounding very good at the time. And I also picked up Imminent Attack. Their album is Element of surprise. This is not the band from, there's one I believe out of Brazil, and I kept having a hard time figuring out. These guys are actually from, I believe, Detroit. And man, this is some hardcore stuff. Really, I mean, the vocalist really sounds like he's shredding his vocal cords with a straight razor. It's amazing. This one, I was with another friend. His name's Jeremy, and we had gone out to some place, and we were in this hippie shop. And I had actually picked up, they had a bunch of buttons, you know, like from album covers and stuff, and they had Goblin, and I've never seen a Goblin like pin button before, so I had to pick it up. But they also had some vinyl, and a lot of it was just, you know, weird psychedelic stuff that, you know, I either already had or really wasn't interested in. And I had seen this and I picked it up, and it's actually by two bands, Back of Dave and then Prozac Memory. It's a split, and this is some really interesting early hardcore stuff that I was really impressed with. I mean, it wasn't like hardcore in the sense that it's hardcore punk. It's more like early stages of hardcore, you know, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Kind of maybe more on the little bit of the emo side, but not really. But definitely, if you ever see that record, pick it up. I think it's an interesting catalog piece to hardcore music. Around the same time, I had extra Christmas money, and yet again we were at Park Avenue CDs, and I just decided to pick this up. I wanted to do an album review of it. It's Tau Cross's self-titled album. These are the guys from Amoebics. And man, this album was really great. I really loved it. The Motorhead vocals are really cool. And so I picked that up. That's on Relapse. I don't know what it is. I tend to gravitate towards bands on Relapse. Around the same time I was searching for Godmaker, I found another band on Bandcamp. They were in like the highlights. And so I says to my wife, I really want to pick it up. We were taking a drive, and we were heading down to Park Avenue CDs. She wanted to buy me vinyl records for Christmas. Now we're heading into the Christmas stuff. And I put this album on the radio through the telephone, and it's Zombies, Shapeshift. And once we got down there, she had seen it, and she picked it up for me, and it was awesome. I love Zombie. I mean, it's like an harder, more progressive 80s zombie flick. It's amazing. And also, this one was from Christmas, and to kind of keep up with these guys, I've done, like, showed you a record every time I do an update. Last time it was Murder in the Mountains. This time it's Whales and Leeches by Red Fang. My wife had picked that up for me for Christmas, and it's an amazing album. I think I'm going to do a review for Red Fang as a piece, you know, and kind of keep up with that. My sister-in-law, her name is Atasha, she actually picked me up a record down there as well, because she was looking to get me something for Christmas. And one of my favorite artists is Tom Waits, and she picked me up Tom Waits' Real Gone. I don't have this one, and I have a lot of his stuff on vinyl. I think it's best to listen to Tom Waits on vinyl, and that album's really good, a little more folky, which I was really, really awesome. My wife also picked it up for me, and I haven't taken it out. I don't even know if I want to take it out, just because, you know, I love this band so much and I don't want to ruin the record. But this one's Pentagrams, new album, Curious Volume. And, you know, if I could go back and get the original Pentagram stuff, I would be in my glory. It would be totally awesome. But as for now, Curious Volume, as it stands, is just such an amazing testament to Bobby Liebling, you know, coming from where we've seen in his life and last days here, and now coming out with Curious Volume is just such an amazing feat. And hats off to him, man. It's amazing. It's a vinyl record, but it's not technically mine. I bought it for my wife, but I wanted to show you guys because it's pretty awesome. Me and her are really big horror movie fans, and we love the movie. I'll show it to you. Nightbreed. We love Clive Barker. We love Hellraiser and everything. And we had maybe a year or two ago, they had re-released the movie, and me and my wife seen Clive Barker, and we instantly, you know, were like, Nightbreed, we gotta watch it. You know, we didn't really remember it a whole lot, and when I seen it, she was like, "Oh, I gotta get it," you know. But it was around Christmas, so she didn't want to spend money on herself. So, long story short, I bought it, and it was one of the best Christmas presents I think I've ever got her. She loves it, and I think we're gonna start collecting a lot of like horror movie vinyl. There's a couple of record labels that release that sort of stuff, so we're gonna get going on that and doing that sort of stuff. But yeah, shy to show you that one. And a buddy of mine, actually Sam, who I mentioned earlier, that, you know, me and him go out once a week and kind of do all the diving and stuff. He bought me this one, the Coffin Cats, Born of the Motor. They're one of my favorite bands. You know, so anytime I would ever give you a review of the Coffin Cats would be utter lies, because they're not only my favorite band, one of my favorite bands, but I know the guys. If you look through my videos, I've actually done an interview with them. And if you're wondering, you know, what are they really like, everything that you would see in that interview is what they're really like. They're the biggest jokesters. They're nice. They're well-spoken. They're just totally awesome in one way or another. So if you ever want to see one of the most amazing live shows out there, the Coffin Cats would definitely be one of the bands to go and see, you know, for rockabilly, punk, even melodic rock. You know, these guys are amazing. I don't know how this ended up in this stack, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. This is a compilation. It's Pegasi. And I believe this album has like all their EPs or 7 inches or everything that they wanted onto this album. And you know, it's got the classic songs: Waiting Room, Burning, Give Me the Curse, Blue Man. I had actually picked this album up. It's a strange story. I hate Hot Topic. It's like Place of the Devil for me. You know, most people see it in a different way, but they just totally sold out from what they were. You know, that used to be the place to go if you wanted to have alternative clothing or you know, band shirts and everything. And they used to have good stuff. Now they don't. But their loss is my pickup, because they used to have a rather large vinyl section. And I went in there the one day, and all their punk records were like $3 or $4. And I had picked up, you know, Pegasi and a whole ton of Black Flag and everything, and their loss was my gain, you know. I can't fault them on that. You want to get rid of all your good punk? Sweet. Keep selling Black Veiled Brides. I'll take it. So anyway, that is the entire like Christmas month of vinyl records that I had purchased or had, you know, gifted to me. I hope you enjoyed it. I have another stack of music that we recently just bought. Me and my wife had, gone out to St. Petersburg for our anniversary, so you're going to be getting all that music. We happened to stop in at a vinyl record shop that was pretty cool. So if you have any comments, please leave them below, and I hope to hear from you all soon, and thank you so much for being there for me. It's awesome. It's awesome to show it off. Bye.